A big wingman welcome to the wingman's path to positivity, to raising your vibration, and to creating a life of your choosing. How cool is that, huh? Is that a great path to be on? Well, I welcome you to the wingman's path. I'll be your wingman today. My name is Michael Gross. If you don't know me already, I'm thrilled to be your wingman today on the path. And I'm thrilled to have you joining me, because I know the more of us that are on this path together, the easier it is for each of us to bring a little more positive energy into our lives and to raise our vibration and to create the life of our choosing, right? It makes it that much easier for each of us when there's more of us creating that type of positive energy. So I thank you for sharing your positive energy with me today, and I thank you for sharing it with your loved ones and your family and your friends and your neighbors and your community and your Facebook community. Because as our little community of positive energy grows, as our wingman path grows, and there's room for everyone on here, it'll just get that much easier for you to keep growing your positivity. So thank you. Today's practice I call Give Me a High Five. And it's actually one of the earliest practices that I ever came up with. I believe it was the first step on my developing of the wingman's path. Because, and I'm reminded of it because last night I was doing a radio show with Rita Stroud on Talking Angels Radio. TalkingAngelsRadio.com. You can go listen to it somehow. If you go to TalkingAngelsRadio.com or TalkingAngels.com, you'll find it. And as we were talking, Rita reminded me of this practice and of this first practice, and I remember it so well. And what makes it such a great practice is you can use it at any time. For me, I was in a dark place, and it's what helped get me out of that dark place. It was that first step that I would do every morning. Give me a high five. Even saying the words "give me a high five" has a high vibration, doesn't it? It's like such a positive phrase. You know, you usually are saying "give me a high five" to someone in some type of celebratory fashion, right? So whether you're in a dark place or whether you're in a great place, you know, like I was in a dark place and I started using it, and I'm in a great place now and I'm still using it because it helps me, and I would hope it will help you, raise your vibration just a little bit. And that's the game here, folks. You know it as well as I do, right? If you can get a little momentum going in a positive direction, right, it makes it that much easier to keep moving in that direction. And that's not just momentum, but that is science. I mention it often, but Sir Isaac Newton, an object in motion stays in motion. I'm sure you've heard of that, right? First law of physics, an object in motion stays in motion. Well, when you and I can get our positive energy moving in a positive direction, it makes it that much easier to keep it moving in a positive direction. So how do you do Give Me a High Five? Give Me a High Five is pretty simple. You think back over your last 24 hours and you think of the best 5 things that happened to you. Now, if you're in a dark place, and I remember so well being in a dark place and only coming up with 3 things, I used to say, I came up with 3 things that didn't necessarily suck or weren't totally lousy. But the point is, when you start thinking of 5 things that you're thankful for, that have happened to you in the last 24 hours, it gets your mind moving in a positive direction, right? You're thinking of anything positive that may have happened. Now, what if you're in a really dark place and nothing great can come to you? Like I said, I was in a dark place and I said, well, 3 things I came up with that weren't lousy. It still works. It still works. And what I would do in those times is I would just think back and come up with the real basics. The fact that I have 10 fingers and 10 toes and can take my morning walk in nature every morning, no matter what. Or maybe I had food, I had a good meal, or I just had a meal. Anything that is positive in your life, because I'm going to tell you something. Not all of us have 10 fingers and 10 toes and can take a walk in the morning, or have great meals or good food or any food, right? So it's a positive. You wake up, you're breathing, man. You got another day to start on your path, to turn things around if you're in a dark place. And of course, if you're in a great place, it makes it that much easier, but it still gets you thinking about and remembering the great things that happened the best things that happened for you over the last 24 hours. And that is this game. That is the whole game, because when you can do that, you start raising your vibration immediately. And what happens? What happens? You know what happens. If you've been on the path for any time with me, the universe matches your vibration. Now, of course, unfortunately, that's true. Whether your vibration is lousy, or I don't mean unfortunately, but it's true whether your vibration is lousy. So if your vibration is lousy, the universe is going to match it and send you back more reasons to feel lousy. But if you can get your vibration moving in a positive direction, the universe will match that vibration and send you back more to feel positive about. So for the next minute, let's do a high five. Let's think of anything, and I'll just start saying things that happened for me, whether they're basic or whether they're good. And you think of 5 things for you, the best 5 things that happened for you over the last 24 hours. And as we do it, I want you to recognize that you're raising your vibration and feeling, and see if it feels good, as a little bit better. I'm not looking for you to jump from lousy to great overnight, right? I'm just looking for you to take one small step and start raising your momentum, raising your vibration and getting some momentum in that direction. So, give me a high five, right? Give me a high five. Maybe it's that you had a good night's sleep. Maybe it's that I had a bed to sleep on last night. For me, I got a package in the mail. I love when I get a package in the mail. I ordered some shoes actually, and they came, and it's like, oh my God! Opening the package, I feel like it's Christmas time. I had a great lunch with Janet yesterday. I always love when I'm able to spend time with Janet. We were able to watch. We've been watching a show that we really enjoy together. I was able to take time to meditate. I was able to wake up and breathe fresh air. I was able to take a walk this morning. How about you? What are you thinking of? Are you coming up with any good things? Anything good? And as you things start getting better and better, you're going to have to think about the 5 best things, because you're going to start coming up with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that happened to you. But it'll take a little time. And don't worry, just do the practice. It's just the practice. Don't get all carried away. Oh, I don't have things. What do I do? Don't worry about it. Just think of 5 things that happened for you. And as I said, you can start with the real basics. The sun came out this morning. Well, it's not out yet. It's actually cloudy, but you know what I'm saying. That you're able to take a walk, that you're able to eat, that you had a good night's sleep, that you have a place to live, that you're able to watch me and maybe be with others here on the Wingman's Path and get a little inspiration to bring some positive energy into your life. I thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you sharing these practices with, as I said, your loved ones and your friends and your families and your neighbors and your communities. Because as we do this together, we grow it together. Our ball of positive energy keeps growing and growing, and it makes it easier for each of us to grow our individual ball of positive energy. Have a wonderful day today, one in which you feel ready to give someone a high five because you're realizing that you've got things that are going great in your life. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Your Wingman Michael, signing off.